The chosen one, stop for a moment. Stop scrolling, stop getting distracted. You're not here by accident. Every step in your life has led you to this moment. God arranged everything to bring you to this extraordinary revelation. From today on, you will never be the same. The struggle, the doubt, and the burden of worries are about to be replaced with a new reality, a flow of abundance and wealth that will never run dry. Don't ignore this sign, because what you're about to learn may be the beginning of your ultimate transformation. Today, I'm not going to talk to you about hard work, sacrifices, or compromise. I'm going to tell you about your mission, your purpose. You're here for something greater than a job, a paycheck, or a title. You were chosen to walk a different path, one designed for you by God alone. Get ready, because what you're about to discover will change how you see yourself and your life forever. Most people live chasing the crowd, working for something, a job, a salary, a position, a sense of security that always seems just out of reach. They rush to find their place in the world, like puzzle pieces that never quite fit. But you, the chosen one, weren't born for this endless race. God didn't create you to chase, but to lead, to stand out, to follow paths that go beyond what the world sees as important. When God says, don't seek a job, it doesn't mean you should be still or do nothing. It means stop chasing what's not yours, what's far from your divine purpose. Many confuse a job with their worth. They think their role in society defines who they are. But God is telling you, you are not your job, you are your purpose. And what is that purpose? It's unique, just like the path God laid out for you. It's a plan that existed before you were born, written in heaven, perfectly aligned with your gifts, your passions, and your spirit. Discovering this purpose means giving up the mindset of seeking and adopting the mindset of receiving. When you're seeking, you're constantly moving, driven by fear of not having enough or not being enough. But when you're receiving, you stop, you listen, and you allow yourself to be led. Seeking a job means adapting to a system that often ignores who you really are. Finding your purpose means aligning yourself with what God planned for you, with a role that can't be found in a job listing, but that reveals itself from within. God gave you unique gifts, a vision, and a strength that are not a coincidence. If you're focused on chasing a job, you may end up living a life built on other people's expectations. But when you pause to uncover the divine plan, you begin to see the truth. You're not here to fit in, you're here to create, to lead, to influence. The masses seek stability, security, a job that guarantees a paycheck. But often, that stability is a trap, an illusion that blocks your greatest dreams. God didn't create you to live in fear of tomorrow. You weren't born to survive, but to thrive. Following the crowd means accepting a limited life built by man's rules. Standing out means listening to the voice of God that speaks directly to you. Your value isn't defined by the title on your business card or the amount in your bank account. It's defined by your ability to follow the plan I have for you. God will never leave you without His guidance. The signs to discover your purpose are already in your life, but you must learn to recognize them. What makes you feel alive, what fills you with joy, it's not just a hobby. It's a clue to what you were created for, what you do with ease, what feels natural to you. Your gifts are divine tools to fulfill your purpose. Moreover, God will never force you to walk. When you find your purpose, the right doors open easily. Discovering your purpose doesn't mean you'll find all the answers immediately. It means trusting the process and allowing God to lead you, step by step. Every insight, every meeting, every opportunity will be part of a bigger plan. The world teaches you that you must fight for everything, that success comes only through sacrifice, stress, and adjusting to rules you never chose. But heaven tells you, you will lack nothing. When you walk your divine path, you don't have to force circumstances. Wealth, abundance, and success aren't the result of your struggle, but your obedience to the divine plan. Don't chase what isn't yours. Let God lead you to what you need at the right time. Every person is born with a purpose, but only the chosen have the spiritual sensitivity to feel it and the strength to follow it. God didn't create you to live an ordinary life or to chase earthly goals like money. Money is limited, temporary, bound by time and human effort, but divine abundance is so much more. It is a constant flow of resources, peace, energy, and blessings that never run dry. Imagine a well of water. Money is like a bucket. Once emptied, it leaves you anxious to refill it. Divine abundance, on the other hand, is an inexhaustible source that continues to flow, no matter how much you take from it. It is not limited to money, but touches every area of your life: relationships, health, opportunities, and personal fulfillment. God doesn't want you to be a prisoner of lack or fear. Your purpose is not to survive by accumulating money, but to live fully, knowing that everything you need will be given to you at the right time. Discovering your purpose means stopping and listening to that inner voice, that divine connection guiding you to your mission. God speaks to you through your talents, your passions, and your deepest desires. His voice is never confusing or complicated. It is clear, direct, and consistent. But to hear it, you must quiet the noise of the world and commit to your spiritual growth. Here are a few practical questions to help you begin uncovering your purpose. What inspires you and makes you truly feel alive? These feelings aren't random, they are indicators of the path God has chosen for you. If you love helping others, creating, teaching, or building, that's a direction worth exploring. What are your talents? God doesn't give gifts by accident. If you have certain abilities, creativity, inspiration, or problem solving, those are divine tools given to you to fulfill your mission. What moments in your life gave you a deep sense of connection to what you were doing? These moments are not just coincidences, they are signs of the divine plan unfolding before you. God gave you something no one else has, a unique combination of experiences, skills, passions, and vision. This gift isn't just for you, it's meant to help others and contribute to God's greater plan for the world. You don't need to try to be like everyone else or do what they do. You were chosen for a different path, one that reflects your uniqueness. For example, if you are a comforter, your purpose may be to bring healing and hope. If you're creative, God may use you to inspire and bring beauty into others' lives. If you're a visionary, you may be meant to lead and build something that changes lives. Your gift may not always be obvious at first, but it becomes clearer as you get closer to your purpose. You don't need to obsessively chase it. You need to allow God to reveal it to you, and this happens through prayer, reflection, and obedience. One of the biggest mistakes chosen ones can make is trying to fit into the world. The world will tell you that you need to compete, strive, and sacrifice to be accepted. But God tells you something completely different. You weren't created to fit in, you were created to stand out. When you stop trying to conform, you free yourself from the weight of others' expectations. You begin to live in your truth, walking the path God set for you. You no longer have to worry about making ends meet or about what others think of you. God is your provider, and when you trust Him, everything you need will be given. Remember, your job is not to fight for a place in this world. Your job is to let God show you your purpose. And when you discover it, everything changes. You no longer live in fear or uncertainty, but in confidence and abundance. How do you find the divine plan? Here are 4 steps. 1. Listen with intention. Set aside time each day for reflection and prayer. In these moments, sincerely ask God, "What is your purpose for me? Where do you want me to go?" Don't expect instant answers or dramatic visions. God often speaks through feelings, intuition, or small signs. Clear your mind of the world's noise, turn off your phone, step away from social media, and create a quiet space for connection with Him. Write down your feelings, thoughts, or inspirations in a journal. The answers may come slowly and subtly. Regularity in this practice will help you recognize God's voice more clearly amid the chaos of life. 2. Pay attention to signs. God communicates with us through people, events, and even random situations. To see signs of His plan, you must develop awareness and learn to see beyond the surface. For example, an opportunity that seems to appear out of nowhere might be a door God is opening for you. A person entering your life at the right moment could be a divine messenger. Repeating coincidences, messages, symbols, or numbers may be a call to pay attention. Don't ignore these details. God will never leave you without guidance, but you must be willing to see what He is showing you. Third, develop your gifts. God has blessed you with unique talents and passions, and they are not random. These gifts are tools for fulfilling your divine purpose, but they must be developed. Ask yourself, what do I do effortlessly? What brings me joy? These are keys to your natural talents. If you love to write, create something that inspires others. If you have the gift of encouraging people, use that ability to uplift those around you. If you have a creative mind, find ways to use it to make the world better. Developing your gifts means not only improving your skills, but also using them for a higher purpose. Fourth, trust the process. Following God's plan requires faith. You won't always know all the answers or see the whole path ahead of you. Sometimes God will only show you the next step, allowing the rest to unfold gradually. It can be difficult, but it's an invitation to trust Him. Remember, your abundance and eternal wealth depend on how you follow God's plan. God already wrote your plan before you were born, and your talents and passions are signs that help you recognize it. You don't have to invent your destiny, just trust and follow this path with faith. Your life is not a race, but a guided journey where each step lights the way to the next. Let go of chasing what isn't yours and receive what God has prepared for you, a life of peace, abundance, and safety within His plan. But what about you? Are you ready to accept God's plan for your life? Think about what trusting this path means to you and how you want to start living in your purpose. Your words could inspire someone else to take that same step. Remember, you are chosen. You were created for a special path that is uniquely yours. Don't let fear or doubt stop you. Everything you need to fulfill your purpose is already within you. Let today be the beginning of a new chapter, one of confidence, joy, and abundance in God's plan. Now is the moment. Take the first step. Share your thoughts, start listening to your heart, and be ready for the miracles that are waiting for you on this journey. Your story is still being written, and something incredible is ahead of you.